And we are streaming. Slightly late, which I apologize for. How are we doing? Thousand Fusion for the 16th of December 2022. The penultimate one. 4 online, but 1 is a bot. That is the way it typically works. Although it's now 5 online, so who knows. We have Aiden currently in the queue, as well as Prospero and Rumi, so let's get a game started. I mean, I have to assume it's a bot. I can actually add computers into the games these days, but, you know. Oh, nice. I may have to go and review some of them. So I spent all my luck. Okay. That's not the way it works, but we'll see. Anyway, penultimate round of games. Next week will be the finals, so let's hope for some good, if not just okay, gameplay here. Preferably from me. Start is decent, but a couple of clunky things. Don't like when a start is dealer. I mean, there are advantages. You get more points early, you can potentially bust out players. It's a little harder on this with the way we've got things set up here, but, you know, it's not impossible. Anyway, we're going to swap around, probably get rid of a 9-5 in the next couple of draws. Hopefully we get something useful along here. Okay. So a 7-so would be ideal. Give us that sequence on that side, otherwise we might end up having to be waiting on it. Nice. So I'm quite happy with the two-sided and the potential two-sided here. Means we might have end up on a pair of easts, but equally we can have the Dora anyway. So east versus Dora, same value.
Riichi.
So reach and 2. Oh, counter reach. Well, Nanzu are not the way to go with this as far as I can work out, but... Okay, lucky's in. We sumo on a red 5 and get 2 Dora. Riichi sumo, 2 Dora, Mangan. Yeah, that was fortunate. Sorry, Egan. I mean, obviously, I hit the hand first, he pursued. No idea whether it was a good pursuit or not, but... Also, excuse me, half a moment. Okay, pair of easts again. Also, it is apparently too warm in this house, which, you know, is not a problem when it's -8 in the actual outside of the house, but, you know. Is while we're here. Okay, 1 bit. Also, make absolutely sure that I've kept everything in. I think I have. Stop my phone from buzzing. Okay. So we've got a potentially quick hand here, but obviously Easts aren't being played, so we're going to have to use that as a pair or just as a thing. Or we just go for the Nageshi, which doesn't feel massively viable. Maybe there's a potential double run doing this, but I think this is probably better than that. Morning, Mono! Yeah, that works for us. We'll go 7 here. Yeah, basically, I reached on turn, I had Riichi on a red 5. Aegon Pursuit reached as well, so I got his 1,000 points from that. That's the only one that's happened. But yeah. Anyway, we're in an okay position to start this off. But I mean, that's literally it. Just East 1. That was the entirety of East 1. Well, East Shanten.
Boom.
Senpai 4-7. One is a safe tile to the initial call. Mungan win is Mungan win, yeah. Aegon will turn the game around. We trust him too. He can do it. Alright, dealer sumo. Yep, that's pretty decent. Well, second Mungan in the game trumps the first Mungan, so okay. By the way, the tournament gap at the moment between me and Rumi is about 20 points. So I believe at the moment this would leapfrog him ahead of me with things going, but we'll see. I play more, I get more seconds still. Sounds good. Alright, Prospero going for the Honitsu or one suit? Keep going one suit. Could just be going for the South Nami. Steal the dealership. Early days. Didn't expect to make top 10 this year. Let me just have a brief look at this. I mean, currently, you've been sneaking up there. You're currently in 5th mono. Which, given you've done that kind of stealthily, you know, by being consistent in the second half of the year, has been kind of a thing. Alright, we'll go that way around. Largely because I really don't want to discard Mansi tiles into Prospero at the moment. With 2 calls. Are you still in the top 20? I mean, to be fair, Aegon, there are 24 actual registered players, and I tend to remove the people who've only had 1 game, so yes. Okay. A T was played, so we can go around it for the moment. We were 19th. Yeah, at the moment, 19th. 19th on a score of 0 because you've played more games than anybody else on a 0 score. Alright, South only. It's gonna be a low value hand, but there's no need to give that to him. We'll pass it out at the moment. Could actually be I mean, that's a really bad hand if he's got Chanter, but Chanter's possible. He's got 2 bonus tiles. He's already got South. He could have Hatsu in theory, but 1 was played very early on, so he's built that up afterwards. Either way, it's 1-2, and if he's got Chanter somehow, 3. Possibly 1 Dora. But at that point, I'm stretching a lot of things for this, so... In for Dora Penchan. Yeah, true. You could have multiple Dora, and just have South multi-Dora, but, you know. Ultimately, I'm quite happy for him to take a cheap win and just move the game on. You see, I would much prefer that to that. Mangan number 2, and that is definitely more than a 20-point gap building up there. So I might have to start thinking about getting into this game a little bit. Keep mistaking Sumo and Rambai. I mean, you keep losing points because you lost the Mangan while you were dealer, and then 2 big wins by Rumi. We all lost the same number of points, so the gaps remain from the last from the wins, basically. Oh, that's nice. All right, Honitsu it is. I wasn't necessarily going for this, but this seems the easiest way. Actually, West is our wins. Jeez. Okay. Okay, we'll think about that as and when. Okay, double Yakuhai. I don't know if we are going for the Honitsu, but we can cut the 9 either way. Yeah, let's follow up green for the moment. I'd say middle Sozi would be nice. Okay. Giving the Yakuhai to all, indeed. I mean, it was offered. The fact that they didn't take it just means they're ungrateful.
Pong.
Alright, threat up. Mind you, Sozu have been really, really, really pricey, so I'm not expecting any favours here, but immediately discards to Sanzo. Okay. So as it stands, these are the current point scorings. I think Kyle's in 9th at the moment. Yeah. Actually, that'll be covered by the chat. I might put that somewhere more useful in a moment. But obviously game happening. Yeah, he does not care that I'm on a Sozu Honitsu. And if both of those tiles were one higher than, you know, than what he'd actually mattered, I'd have been okay with it. 20 games, 4 wins, so...
Pong.
Alright. Sozu Honitsu. Okay, brave reach by Aegon here. Let's see. I have 2 safe tiles to him as well, so... Yeah. There is greed, but also this is just... I've got safe tiles as well, so that's fine. We'll go over it. My hand is so... but it is huge. I've got to almost discard whatever I draw here, but... It's safe, thankfully. I imagine the pair of 1-sos is actually held by somebody at this late in the game, but you never know. There might be one in the wall. Oh, that's actually tricky. So I take the for a 10 weight, but that's not guaranteed to be safe either. Half CG to his initial discard. Yeah, gotta go for it. Kind of telegraphing a 1-4 as well, my last few discards, but we'll see. One man safe. Yeah, so I was discarding almost anything I drew there, but you know.
Tenpai.
There were some shenanigans going on this hand, that's all I'm going to say. Alright, so one reach stick. So 1900 in the pot. Now we have a hand that is pretty much a go for Honitsu. So that's what we'll do.
Pong.
Hi, Oro. Yeah, it's going okay at the moment, I have to be honest. Obvious Honitsu is obvious, but it's kind of there. Ishanten. You mean it's not behind the Warhammer Plus thing? Again, Warhammer Plus thing. That's clearly it. It's been real for however long it's been real for. But it's where all the animators have gone. Or at least the ones who decided things. Who decided that that was what they wanted to do with it and get underpaid and, you know, unappreciated and have a much reduced audience. Something like that. Alright, this is tricky. We're going to play a 4-pin. Largely on the basis that you can play 1-2 turns ago. Yeah, I've really got nothing. I'm going to play West out. Terrible logic, absolutely, but we're still doing it anyway. He played a free early enough. If he played a door on turn 3, he's not interested in middle Pinzu. Especially as I have these two to worry about. This is a jump in logic, I'm going to admit here, but you know. Nah, no, not. If I'd have called that, gone for the 8 discard there, it might have been more of a leap. Look, I see a few things. I don't have to explain my entirety of my actions. Unless, you know, it's convenient. Does he can have Doko? He can't have Doko. I've got a pair of 6s, and there's another one out. Well, we get a callable tile here. We might have to think about it. Heh. We know green's safe. Alright, Tenpai. I am basically on East 1 against this nonsense. Alright, calm. Chancer then. Four-player Tenpai? I think we're getting four-player Tenpai here. Nope. Nope. Okay. Haite.
Tenpai.
Well, no Doko, but that's a reasonable hand from Megan anyway. Okay, 32 in the pot. Keep Sanchku chance alive here. Let's play East. So we also have potential Jinshan, but either way, this is a slow one. Okay, this is looking... Well, but we're depending on drawing something in the low Manzu end, but other than that, it isn't looking terrible. We can even just cut the 2 if we need to. 7-man would be nice. Give us potential Ipeiko upside, but I'm okay with how things are going.
Riichi.
Up until that point, of course. Okay, useful draw. Ishanten. I've got nothing to indicate the 8 would be safe. You've got even less to indicate the 7 would be safe. Where's that 7 I wanted?
ラン、正義の裁きを受けよ。
Just close weight? Yeah, just close weight. Well, might be fighting for second, which is a depressing thing to be saying in East 2. But man, at this stage, yeah, he's not that far away from just grabbing the auto win. You're a 1. Also, Egan's killed my Nageshi off. How dare he? So if we have Egan pegged on our early Honitsu attempt, yeah, I've just had 5 turns doing nothing, which is never a good thing in the early game. Well, it looks like Prospero's had enough and might be getting into something. That's finally something useful. I should complain more. That clearly works.
Riichi.
Now we have 3 safe tiles to this, so I'm not too concerned.
ラン、正義の裁きを受けよ。
Yeah, I just was not involved in that hand whatsoever. Okay. Rumi needs a freehand sumo, or just actually probably a freehand direct hit from him actually would do it, given the number of repeats we're up to, 6. So that 30k, the 70k threshold is about to hit. I have 2 Dora. It's a better hand than I've had recently, but still not what I would call rapid. A little better with that. We hope so. We do. It would make for some entertainment. Problem is I have to make something out of this too, unless I draw a pair of them. which would be extremely convenient. Didn't happen that time. But it's kind of got to happen in my next draw or two, otherwise we're not going to be able to make use of it. But we can still potentially go Town Pin Dora 2 here. No, Sanchiki's not worth thinking about here. I mean, there's a mean comment that's going to be suggested here. Oh dear. Oh, actually, we got it. Awesome. Actually, let's play 6-pin early. It's a little suboptimal here, but I think the other shapes are better. Yeah, it just involves me punching the board every single turn. You did! Well done! 6-pin again. Well, that helped. Do you have enough for second table? Good question. Currently we only have Cairo queued, so it's questionable. Ishanten then. So Ishanten Dora 3. Dora 2 if I have to play the 5 for it. But I think this is enough. I win! I should go to a restaurant this weekend. Indeed. But which restaurant will you be perusing this fine weekend, sir? Can I take the first place, please? I mean, that would probably be cheating somewhat, but yeah, why not? You can take it. Anyway, Riichi Pinfu, Dora 2. No Ipatsu. That's like 33 points. No, Mono's joined you as well now. So Mono gets for second place. Yep, feel free. I'll do probably an observation round on that, depending on how this goes. I mean, we're still in East 2 here. This game could go on for a while. Yep, as is traditional, you must say that Mono will now say that he is a complete new player. And we all smile and nod. Chance for me to take the win easily, given how out of practice I am. That being said, it does look as if we only have 3 if we count Mono, Cairo, Johannes. They're 3 at the moment. So we do need 1 more. Oro was around, I don't know if he still is, but that would be 4 for a table. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, if you weren't at Yostar, why haven't you sold a Celestial account? Oh, god damn it.
Tenpai.
Not at the moment. Or at least if they are, they're being silent. I mean, I never discount Rise not being here. It really isn't. East 2 is over, sure, but that's it. So we have a Reach Stick in 7th. This is 3,100 points in the middle of the table right now. Which, you know, is enough to put Prospero in battle for 2nd. With almost anything, I guess. But, you know, he is a dealer as well, so he gets the extra bonuses there. My point kind of stands. South. Indeed, but it's not in this game, so... To be fair, he would have won. He would have actually hit the 70k threshold before he got to that, I think, if he'd have picked up 1 or 2 more wins. Good draw. Let's go this way around. Obviously would ideally like that, but I can reach on Medora for pin through here. Oh, absolutely. This is why I'm going to go for this if I get the chance, but... Shame I can't call anything with the 1 currently there, but, you know. 3100 bonus is it's a big reward. As I say, it puts almost any Heaven Prospero puts him back in contention for a thing. Alright, come on, give me a 6-pin. Give me a 6-pin. That's a North. In what world does that look like a 6-pin? Mind you, 6 is Fedora indicator, so, you know, I'm less likely to draw one, but, you know. No, make it more obvious. You make it so obvious, nobody could fall for it. That's clearly the answer. Alright, here we go.
Riichi.
Getting on close for 1, but it's fine. I prefer to just take the deal. Take it with the most possible wins at this stage. And you never know, somebody might have to play a sound pin. There have been quite a lot of pins he discards initially, so...
Tsumo.
Would have got the other way around and kept Fedora, but hey, it's fine. Hey, we hit a Mungan. I've hit 2 Mungans. Yeah, that was a Mungan plus. I got a Hanneman amount of points out of that almost. 40k. All right. What can we do now? North to start.
Bomb.
I don't think it's going to be a long dealer turn. Which will probably come as a relief to everybody involved, let's be honest. Possible Sanchku. I need a tile on each of them, so it's not a likely one, but it's possible. Well, I mean, I'm assuming the last bit's Aegon, so I can potentially decode it from that. But that would involve me putting some effort in. And you know how much I despise effort. I don't want to get Cheetah here. This seems... What are my other options here? I either go for the low lights chance Sanchiki, or I go for the... Yeah, we'll go pairs. I've still got the Sanchiki draw on, so it's not impossible for that to happen, but it feels very unlikely. Two souths out. We'll get rid of that. Dang it, he simmed right through me. I was about to say, it's going to be that sort of, whatever it is, the Vinegary or the Caesar Ciphers, or whatever else, but... Especially if he made it that quickly. Unless he just happens to have a decryption app on his thing available. But if you imagine the last bit's Aegon, we can probably work it back and find some relevant other keyword as well. Hey, we might be having the Sanchikyu after all here. T from Denbai. Okay. Can we do anything with a pair of 6s? Only if we go... I mean, we're in the mid-game. It's a long way into it. I'm actually feeling the sand skew a little more, so we'll stick with where we are. Maybe I shouldn't be, but... we'll see.
Chi.
Chi.
I mean, it feels bad now the second call's happened, but what can we do?
Ron, 正義の裁きを受けよ。
Fair enough. $2K, but it doesn't especially matter. I guess it means Rumi with a Manga and a Reach Stick will end the game there as well, but we are so far ahead of the third, fourth, it doesn't matter that much. He says, not believing it. Okay, this could work.
Bomb.
How much do we want to bank on getting this south? Honestly, South Tidora is fine here, but 23k to make up.
Bomb.
Well, thanks for taking the decision, my ponderous decision about whether I was actually going to call that and gamble on the South eventually turning up. Yeah, that decision's gone. If he has Toy Toy Dragon, that's going to be... oh, you put extra Dora on the board as well. I mean, it's helped me out, but...
Pong.
yeah, I'm going to push this. There's a lot I should be afraid of here, but I am Ishanten with this, so... let's go.
Chi.
Tenpai 6-man. Let's go.
No.
Alright, objectively, was that a good push? I mean, I did get the points. I did have free door at the time. I'm gonna say yes. But had that Mungan gone into Prospero, yeah. I mean, I'd have still been in a reasonable shot for getting second out of that, but you know. Alright. 15k down. I mean, honestly, I just see a 30,000 point gap to the position below me, and I just, yeah, screw it, let's go. But honestly, a Mungan dealing would have been devastating, and it could have been more because of the Khan as well. I know I saw some of it, but you know, that wasn't enough to clarify it for sure that was going to be good at all. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, you can make judgment calls about things, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily a good idea to just play on instinct. You make judgment calls on a 50-50 based on whatever you come to hand, but you know, I don't think decisions about whether to attack or fold should be made under those sorts of conditions, though. It's whether eyes up or eyes down is the only possible question with that one. And obviously I took into account the fact that I was far enough ahead that almost irrespective of what it was, I was going to be ahead of him afterwards. But that would give up a chance potentially at getting to Rumi if I, you know, if I'd have folded that hand out.
Pong.
Also, what do I want? I want this one. Because nobody would wait on the last 7. I kind of like this weight, gonna be honest. At least over a green dragon one.
Tsumo.
I wasn't even given the option to can that. Alright, 4K. Well, at least now Rumi's not gonna get there. So, Mangan to overtake Rumi. Or Mangan plus a reach stick to overtake Rumi. 2 to go. Okay, let's go with this one. Hello, sir. Alright. I don't know if we're necessarily going for pairs or not here, but I'm going to open myself up for the best options at this one. I've also given up on Toito with those 2 missed calls at the moment, but... in for a possible comeback. It would be quite an amazing comeback here, but he does have a dealer turn. It's not impossible. Happy Friday indeed. Apin. Honestly, at this point, I might just be going for a normal hand again, so yeah. He does have no dealerships left, but, you know, multi-Yakuman are a thing. I haven't played competitive Mahjong in a ridiculously long time, so unlikely. I mean, not to say this isn't competitive, we have a trophy and everything, but, you know. Also, found the trophy. What do I want to do with this? Let's play a 2-so. Aiden has played 2 of them, so it's not the worst thing in the world for me to do this right now, but... I don't know, there's a marginal upside if I now get 7, although that would be for a 10. No, we'll play the 8 here. Ishan 10. So, Ipeiko, draw 1. go Dharma for a turn.
リーチ
Fair enough. Well, I don't think we're playing 7 into this, so what are the options here? Just cut the 3-4-5? I think we cut the 3-4-5.
ロン正義の裁きを受けよ
6-9? Yeah. Well, Ruby's got 2,000 points to win, but it is my deal turn. Okay. Let's go. Green to start. We are 17,000 down. So I need Hanneman Sumo to just end it. Mangan Sumo and 1,000 points is the other way we can go with this. Or we can just get 1,000 points and then go for the thing there. That works too.
Pong.
But in the meantime, winning is everything. So we will go for the undervalued 1,000 to start with, and then hope we get a Mangan hand next time. Eganson Eisozi Honitsu. Another Chanter from Prospero? Maybe. Okay, Ishanten. It is a very, very weird final hand, but... I mean, they can be massively influential in what I do, but that's a side note here. I mean, to be fair, they are in their own internal battle, although Aegon needs a big hand to overcome Prospero anyway. And there's a super. Which I can understand, just getting any hand to end it is absolutely fine. I end on 50,000. I am disappointed with a score of 50k. I am massively disappointed with a 50k score, somehow.
ユズの前で悪さをするやつはお仕置きだぞ
Oh dear, so what was the... Hold on, let me have a quick check of this. So Ruby was behind me by 24 points exactly. So I am now, what, 10 down? Yeah, well, it's fine. I got 50k. I shouldn't be happy with that anyway. Well, things happen. All right. Chiral, Mono, Prospero, and one more for game 2. We'll hammer 50k. I mean, they're getting there. They're getting there. And I can on. Okay, I'm going to start that game off. I'm then going to feed the cats, and then we're going to do some analysis on that game. So, catch you in a little bit. I return. Okay. Let's just quickly do a thing. Okay, so the game, Prospero, Daikendon, Mono, and Chiral in 100 seconds. So in the meantime, I'm just going to have a quick look at... Yes, they're both speaking code, unless you just copied the same thing back to him. Have you tried playing Bettery again? Yeah, he managed to solve that one. So where was it? There was a kind of silly win I pulled off. Might have been this one. Can't even remember what hand this was. No, that wasn't that. I think it was a little after this. I'm trying to find out where my aggressive push was, because I pushed a questionable hand. It might even be this next one, actually. No, that was just a deal in. Which, to be fair, 2,000 points and I was trying to chase down a very difficult hand, or at least a hand that wasn't on. Yeah, it might have been this one. Yeah, was this too aggressive? Just... So obviously Riichi's happened, so it's an early reach. I'm assuming it's on something small. I have the additional Condor at play here for a not very good but Mangan wait. One out. Yeah, I mean it's questionable. I probably shouldn't have gone for it, but hey, it's happened. Alright, let's get back to the watching. Have you watched Spy Family, Shadow? I don't believe I have. Okay, show hands, dealing tile. Alright, so we're following Prospero for his dealer turn. So, fairly normalish hand. Daikendon has a pretty reasonable chance at Honitsu. Or at the very least going Shun and something. Wait, hold on. Little psychic girl in a Spy Family. I think I've heard of it. Haven't watched it. No, I've been told it's quite good. The only thing I'm watching on a regular basis at the moment is the final season of Mob, so... Also, I'm guessing Mono also has a Honitsu attempt up top and has Carnage available. Well, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Ishanten for Chitoi, which Prospero decides to go for. Unfortunately, they're all middle tiles. Well, two of them middle tiles, so it's a little bit on the awkward side. But that might actually be useful if he wants to switch this up. He can easily go for Tanya in this position, and seems to be going that route. Yeah, Tanya seems like the route to go for at the moment. You can cut an 8, go for the 4-6-8 shape. Decides not to go for that. Goes for the Ipeiko thing. Daikendon then, Tenpai... Is he? Yeah, he is. Tenpai 7. I was about to say, I don't trust that's not a spoiler, so you deleted the message, I might remove that message as well. I don't trust that's not a spoiler. I trust nothing is not a spoiler. Okay, improved to a 4-7 weight. Which looks like it's pretty... Looks like it's pretty dead. But we'll see how the reach affects that. Immediately hits Dora. It's not what Kyro's waiting on, but it's a difficult tile. He does decide to go for it. Well, Prospero knows 6 is safe, so it might be worth playing. That plays a free man, which is directly safe, so... Okay, Mono appears to be out. Or he's pivoting to Chitoy. Very late.
Long.
And there's the alien. Reach Pinfu 1. Okay. So, do I get on with an okay starting hand? Possibly... Actually, honestly, it's probably Tampin. I was thinking about Sanchiku possibilities, but he's actually miles away from any of them at this stage. Mono's hand's okay. Fortunately, only one Yakuhai with the 2 pairs of Onitars there, but not too bad. Somewhat to do for Chiral, and Prospero seems okay. There is a yikes been said, so there are spoilers for about 5 minutes in the future. So, well, I said Sanchiku didn't have a lot of shouts now. It's got actually a few ways it could potentially go. Prospero's building up a thing on that left-hand side. Also pairs for Daikendon, also a north set for Mono. It's a shame he's not going for Honitsu or anything, but I mean, it's extra mini points, it's extra value. And Chiral is Ishanten with that draw. Alright, Prospero's going to sneak his way into Chinitsu the way he's going. Which, again, the optimal way his hand can go at this stage, but... we'll see. Alright, Mono goes Ishanten with that draw. Late Dora South decides to keep it. And that puts Chiral into Senpai, 2-4. And Dylan. Alright, symbols for 1,000, but moves the dealer turn ever onwards. Alright, Mono. I was going to say, Prospero seems to have a hand that Mono would at least consider a Yakuman attempt with, in a weird sort of way, but we'll see. Honitsu for sure. Cuts for North. Well, to be fair, North had to go anyway, but that is now a double Dora Honitsu signal. Yep.
Pong.
Against the double Yakuhai and also Honitsu. Yeah, Mono's not had a lot to do in his dealer turn. Depressingly. I can understand the yikes. Almost feels like you want to call this, but I can understand him not. Yeah. Just because of such advancement, it just feels like you need to try anything and anything to get your hand advanced a bit further, but doing the correct thing there. Prospero Ishanten. And that is Tenpai for Chiral. But also Tenpai for Prospero. Closed 2-man. Unfortunately, there's only one of those left, assuming the two in hand are going to stay there. Yeah, Mono's not going to play into the Honitsu anymore. Prospero whiz. I mean, it was a hand big enough to attempt it, but obvious Honitsu is obvious. The 8s were walled off, so the 9 might have been able to pass on that basis. It was either a single 9-weight or it was nothing. Which, you know, just unfortunate. But Chiral currently on a perfect game at the moment. So, to be fair, this hand looks a bit of a mess for him, but we'll see. Rightfully punished his deal turn with a not optimal hand, but hopefully this means that somebody else can get a win. And indeed. He admits that is intentional, which it almost certainly was. Said, advantage of your hand initially being disconnected from everything is that there's a lot more tiles that improve it than everybody else. Still, that's a useful pickup from Prospero. Double Dora. And, yep, that's getting there. So that's pair sequence, 2 Dora. This is a good pin through hand. Might even be Sanshiku potentially. He'd probably take the pin through reach before he got to Sanshiku, but this is a possible Sanshiku for sure. Alright, Chiral bluffing a bit. That actually is a pretty good draw for him. That's now established his pair, giving him his extension there. 1 away. So 4 tiles get Chiral Prospero to Tenpai, and that's one of them. So this is a 9-6 Dora weight. And he set up the Suji trap as well. Actually, no, has he? No. That's a 6-9. He had a... Yeah, he had a better weight than that, I think. Although, nah. 1-9 out. I think he'd be better off with a 3-sided weight, if only for, you know... I don't know. We'll see. I'd probably prefer to take the 3-sided weight there. Mono is trying to force this. Trying to force his Sanshiku. He does get the pair. He does have East only if he wants to go for that. 4-7. Prospero Sumos. Alright, big win. Hits the Hanneman, and that should put him first place. It does. And Prospero's reward for that is a hand with 3 Dora on his start of a South round. Also, my cat, now fed, has decided to ignore me, go into the radiator bed, and is just snuggled there. Because I am clearly inferior to Radiator right now. Makes sense. Anyway, is that already? Yeah. Already Tenpai, although Yakulus. And definitely going for the Sanchikyu angle, because that's the only way you can win with that particular hand. Where are the 8 men? There are 2 more still on the wall. Possible Itsu from Daikendon, I suppose. And that is... Oh! Mono has actually sumoed, but can't win. Yeah, it's trouble going for a really awkward Yaki to start with. It just... But we'll see. Only needs an 8-man. But he just needs to be in a position where he's not in Tenpai for that. Honestly, at this point, he needs to pair up something. Alright, no worries, Agan. Thanks for joining. I'm glad to hear Mahjong has successfully put you to sleep. Yeah, has to keep going for it. It's 2 Dora, so it's not unreasonable for him to have tried this, I guess, but... Trying to work out the exact thing of this. Actually, we'll see. Alright, 6. That actually puts him... Yeah, okay. He's got himself out of first hand. He now can win on that Sanchikyu only. Meanwhile, Prospero still with 3 Dora, still trying to convert. And that's the hit. Sanchikyu Dora 2. Which, yeah, open Sanchikyu, but with 2 Dora, that's actually not a bad hit, and that actually gives a position change. So, Mono takes second over Chiral. Alright, Daikendon, South 2. Hand is okay, but Mono is feeling the attack right now. So Yakai established. Dealer turn if he gets any kind of win. Chiral pushing back as well. His hand's not the worst from here. I'll find a way to get 4th here. Yeah, one hand at a time. One hand at a time. Absolutely. Now, we're just hoping that Daikendon gets back into this game somewhat. Or at least that's my personal hope at the moment. Because he's currently in 4th, and we always support the person in 4th. That means it. That's a good draw for him. Unfortunately, also a good draw for Mono, also a good draw for Chiral. Yeah, they're coming in waves. Everybody's just got a good draw that round, and I think overall that did not work out that well. I can talk when I'm in Riichi. Absolutely you can. But you were never rooting for me. I'm always rooting for you, sir. Absolutely, I'm always rooting for Mono. Absolutely. Especially when you beat me by however many points that was that one year. And I couldn't take a game off you to save my life. 7 so only. I mean, it might be worth a reach here. So Riichi Peiko on the 7 so. More Kairos Honitsu building up nicely. No House Grudges, what do you mean? Absolutely not. No, there was a period where I basically spent what felt like 10, 20 games in a row desperately trying to get a win off of Mono. And I think I didn't ever manage it that year. It was kind of depressing. Maybe it wasn't quite that bad. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but it felt that bad. Anyway, that is tempo. I'm not sure what your decision is here. It's 9-pin if you're going, and if not, 9-pin anyway. 9 so anyway, probably.
Run.
Maybe that explains why I never got wins off of Mono. I just don't have his thought process down. But anyway, Daikendon moves up into 2nd place with that. But I can sort of understand they're going for the better weight, I guess, is what the argument was there, but still. Reach on board, early reach at that. I don't know. It's easier for me to judge from here. Anyway, that is a very rapid hand from Chiral up top. Reach 1, don't see any other value unless he can get a Sanshiki. I mean, Sanshiki is possible out of that, depending on what else he draws. But Ishanten it is. Now the Sanjiki's back on. Actually, no, it isn't. Wrong way around. Yeah. 4-7. Perhaps we're going to go for that? No.
Riichi.
Alright, Reach. Reach and Pinfu and Tudora. So a pretty strong hand. 4 outs are in people's hands. 4 in the wall. Seems pretty decent. Well, if that Gendon gets convinced to go for Chitoi, I mean, I don't see that 5 coming out either way, but 3-6 has got to be difficult against Tyrell here. Yeah, he cuts his selves. Goes for the Tanya. Makes sense. Sumo for Cairo, unless he's... Yeah, Cairo doing some grandstanding. We disapprove of that, sir. Alright, Mungan for Cairo. That puts him back in the lead, I would imagine. Yes, it does. Oh, it's fine. It's just a long pause after taking the winning tile. As if you had decisions to make at that stage. Wouldn't have been... I mean, I didn't see any emotions, but, you know, that's usually when I start seeing them being spammed. It's fine. It's fine. The disagreement, as you can see, from Mono and Daikendon. Okay, Mono was started with Dora 3 though as dealer, so this is a potential comeback. Yeah, it's fine. So, typical Tarnpin style hand here for Mono, we would think. But Tarnpin Dora 3, that is a comeback hand from his current position. No, it isn't. Close, but it's not quite there. And there's also an Itsu on. One might even say possible. Also, one of my cats has decided to go a bit mad, I think. And given one of them sitting here, sitting in the radiator, and he's usually the bad one, I might have to go and check that out in a moment. Yep, goes for the cold Itsu. I think 6 might be more awkward, but we'll see. Yeah, sorry, give me one moment. Oh, mad. Anyway, back to the possibility. For some reason, it doesn't seem possible. 666. 3 6s are out in people's hands. 1 left. Okay, goes for it. So technically close weight on the free man. Guess he's moving into the possible chanter side of things here, but it doesn't seem great. Ultimately, he just needs that 6, or he needs to draw a 4-man to get into that kind of... Well, actually, 4-man wouldn't help him there, but... Yeah, it's tricky. But if he's stymieing the high-end discards, the 6 might come out from that basis, but he needs to come out from specifically one person right now. To be fair, Daikenon has no necessary... There's not a great reason to keep a 6-man, but... Yeah, that 1-3 might not have been... Well, I mean, to be fair, if he hadn't called that, I don't think that 5 was coming out. If he was showing a obvious Jinitsu, I think that'd probably be dodged, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Carol's still Ishanten for Chisoi. Actually, not the only one Ishanten for Chisoi. There's a few of those about. That one he could have called, actually. Could have called that, taken the 3-5, and put the North out, which I guess would have bluffed that side of things, and also wouldn't have looked like an Itsu. Difficult, though, I will concede. 258. Let's say Easter's not quite live, and that is the deal-in. Okay, 9,000 for Daikendon, puts him in second. And we have South 4, final hand. So, Carol in a deal turn, 5,000 points above third, 4,000 points above second. Any win will do, but obviously those are the margins to worry about. Mono needs to convert that into a Kokushi somehow. Or hit Chiral for 4k. Actually, Among and Sumo from Mono here, because he does have 2 Dora, so it's not impossible for him to do that. But Among and Sumo forces a West round. So let's see, what are we looking at up top? Typical pin food. I mean, Daikendon doesn't need a lot, and they already have 1 Dora, so that helps. And obviously, Sumo, they get more double points from Chiral, so... Yeah. I mean, 2k is really the... So if someone else sumos, 2k is the gap that you're worrying about with that one, so... But again, as I say, Mungen from Mono... Actually, Mungen from Prospero or Daikendon actually forces a West... No, it doesn't, because they go over the 30k threshold. Ignore me. Ignore me. Not putting 1k in the pot here. Yeah, this is one of those tricky hands. But we'll see. Both of them have Dora 1, but they do need something else on top of that. They basically need free hand to make 4k points realistically. So reach in 2 things, ultimately. Or chance it on Urudura, which is always something to consider, I guess. Mind you, Yatania is building up quite nicely. I mean, objectively so far it's been fine. Obviously you're committed to keeping Fedora, so you might as well keep the 5 in that position, 2 middle tiles. We'll see. I haven't seen anything obvious you've been able to call, so... It's a thought, but I can understand the keeping it, because the other side of the coin is Chiral doesn't want to give other people Dora, at least easy Dora. If they can call that free man, that makes their job much easier in terms of getting to the enough points to break him. The only person that he might consider that to is if Mono wanted it, but again, it's a really difficult thing to judge on the fly who wants a Dora tile at any given time. And even giving the points to Mono isn't necessarily safe, because he's so close that a deal in matters, so... That's, yeah, I mean, the 7's a maybe, the 6's a maybe, but I can understand the somewhat reasoning for the 6. Alright, I mean, Mono has enough Dora to make this Mangan, so that's West round established, if he gets the Sumo here. Given everything, I mean, yes, I can understand that, but then playing the 7 against him here, and you see a couple of 9s, you see 6. I don't think you see enough to make 7, to call it 7 safe against Mono, do you? I mean, true, you don't have a lot else that you could discard into that, but at that point, I might be considering not taking the call at that stage. But it's tricky, whichever way you go for it.
ロンそれちょうだい
Well, Mono unable to force a West round, but able to take a chunk of points. Matempai! And Mono takes himself up into third with that. Okay, points out. Right, I can probably do one more. Okay, so the game is Prospero, Shadowhawk, Rumi, Mono. Good luck all. The one-player Mahjong game totally counts. It does. Absolutely, it counts. It counts if you want it to count, sir. Alright, starting dealer. North to begin. This is a good starting hand, actually. I like it. It's got almost no value, but I like it anyway. Yeah, east. I probably want to cut... Well, let's see. Might be in a weird pairway here, depending on how this goes. 7-man does nothing. But Siege Trap is one of 4 pair weight of some sort. Alright, 8 pin for Pinfu then. Six pin for Pinfu then. Okay, that'll do. Alright, couple for Pinfu. So Riichi Pinfu 1.
Riichi.
Thankfully, I'm discarding tiles I've already played. And a CG trap. Ooh. Well, there's the push. Could do it with a 3-6 now then. Wrong 6. Well, I had the Pinfu, and I had the same well, effectively same vein of outs, really. He, however, manages to pull off a Hanneman on my turn. So I'm not entirely happy with that move, but hey, I can't argue with that. It was a good hand. I did nothing wrong, but I got punished for it. Okay, pair of Wests. So we have possible Sanchikyu here. We have some options around that, but I think honestly we'll just take the Pinfu that's coming up. It's going to be an awesome draw for us actually in terms of helping that out. Okay, well now we could force a Sanchikyu potentially. Sure. Okay, we're going Tampin Sanshikyu here. Tampin Sanshikyu Ipeiko, potentially. And we have 2 safe tiles if we need them. So option to call that and go for Tanyo, definitely consideration, but I have 2 safe tiles for double call. We'll go round this way. Okay, Ipeiko. 8 safe to mono. Should be okay to Prospero, but let's assume anyway. We are falling to a very definite last place here. I mean, I can't help it if my Pursuit Reach is completely outdone and it's a Hanneman on my dealer turn. Yeah. I have a dealer Reach with Freehan. Mono pursues a couple of turns later with a Hanneman. So I've not really had any decisions to make that would have massively impacted my position at the moment. To be fair, I don't think Rumi has either. It's just obviously I was dealer for that Hanny, which has been the main reduction in points and the force I reached. So there's that. So we're just going to feed Mono's big hand and hope that this counters it. Okay, draw a 1. Alright, options. Options that are probably there or thereabouts now. Yeah, we can cut the 9 for our last one if we want to. Could be Chanter as well.
Bomb.
It's all good, sir. Don't worry. Alright, I have 2 safe tiles. We'll play out the pairs. Free 6 will be quite good at this point, I think, but... But nothing we can do if we don't draw that final tile. So I know the 8s and 9s are walled off. I know. got almost nothing at this point. Yeah, we're just gonna play 4-man. I'm non-dealer in last place. We can let other people take some risks. I could have played 7 actually. 7 would have been fine.
Kan.
I have a feeling I'm in a losing draw state at this point, and it's all free. Hopefully it means somebody's about to deal into each other. I want to say not unless they go on a massive rampage. But I mean, I'm not. I'm playing this genuinely here. I could try and play tactics, but you know, there's not much point. It's easier for me to just get points and try to win, honestly, than trying to worry about Prospero's position.
Note.
It's all good. Alright. So what do we want to do with this thing? Well, double Yakuhai. See if we can make this on it to just earn some points at this stage would be nice enough. Oh dear. Let's see. I mean, that's helpful. Drawing 2 in a row of these is always good. Toy potentially, though 2 middle tiles. 2 middle pairs, I mean, so unlikely. We'll see. I mean, Mono went for Yakuman, I should probably consider it.
Pong.
Consideration's over. I don't know if we are going to it or I'm just going to finish these up, but we'll go whichever ones happens first, I think. 1,000 wants to be dealer, or 2,000 wants to be dealer rather, is absolutely fine for me. And if we do get the Toy a chance.
Chi.
Yes, he did. So there aren't any coded messages you can send him at the moment. I mean, there's stuff you can download, you can put it into to work that out for you. At least if it's any kind of basic replacement cipher. Yeah, fair. Well, we are not getting any help there. Well, that's fine. We'll destroy it ourselves. I still want to kind of keep the south, though. Maybe that's an error, but I think it's worth holding at the moment.
Chi.
Yeah, it's fine. I see one south. That should be fine. I know it's our wind, which is the only detractor from this, but...
楽しみ
Well, I mean, if you're going to say that... Right, just draw another north. We drew 2 whites in a row earlier. We can draw 2 norths.
Ron それちょうだい
Me and Rumi are playing in this game, I promise you. Alright, what can I do here? South 1, stuff and things. A handicap Easter in the game, of course. Door 2, you say? I am quite happy to see door 2. Okay. No, it's still fine. Door 2 is fine with Zila. Just remember I have that 9. And that 9, of course.
G
Progress. Yeah, I almost love this hand as well. But we'll see. Last chance. Well, feels like last chance. Hatsu's fine. Alright, last step.
Riichi.
Reach pin 2.
No.
Direct hit. And I got an error as well. Didn't quite make up for that Hanneman, but you know. We'll take it. Hey, I've done something in this game. I'm happy. Alright, let's go. South to start. Maybe I shouldn't have gone south with the Honitsu attempt here, but... yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone south with the thing there. Might be pushing the Honitsu hit too hard here, but we'll give it a couple of turns, see if we can get a dragon or bonus pair or some, or more of them. More of them is fine too. So potentially Ipeiko, potentially Itsu actually. East is safe, White's relatively safe. Should probably play red now if we don't do it later. Can probably work with that. One of having two is annoying, but what can you do? Ipeiko. So, plenty of things get us there at this point. Indeed, tiles, 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 and in fact, some more tiles. I can go reach on the 7. Do I like this reach enough? From the lead, I kind of do. I can also go Tanyo as well with it, so...
Riichi.
Reach Tanyo, Dora 1. Again, lost Ipeiko, but Tanyo, Ipeiko are the same value, so... And I'm emphasizing my weight's well, I don't know. We'll see. They shouldn't be playing 7-man against me anyway, but... who knows? And one of us played 2 Pinzu tiles into my weight, so he doesn't think I'm on Pinzus or doesn't care. So is there a 7 for me to draw, ultimately? Absolutely. Chun Sanshikyu then. Which might help some Mansu tiles flow, but again, not expecting the 7 out of anybody. Well.
No.
Thanks, Prospero. The answer is yes. Alright, 2 wins in the dealer seat. Parasaurus and Adora. This is looking decent. I mean, they are digital tiles, but is anything digital real? Am I real? I'll get back to you on that. Okay, Rumi's had enough of me ticking up points. Ultimately, we're just waiting for the south to eventually turn up. Prospero's going for a 1-suit hand. We could well indeed. If you not get back to Yasuki. Absolutely. I like the stance we are taking with this. Yeah, why not? So Ishanten, 1 south. But I'm up against a double Dora hand here.
Chi.
Oh.
Tsumo.
Ah! Jam flow. Definite jam flow. I wasn't expecting to get it that soon, though. But again, you're intent by sometimes have free calls. If they were to get an incidental south, they would either have to play it or be in a single wait for it. So the jam flow happens. All right, 3 wins on the bounce. 40k, 14 up against mono. So not. I mean, I'm first dealer, so none of my leads are insurmountable, but you know, I'm only 30k away from just getting that auto win result, and I have a Sanshikyu chance. Look, it's not my fault that I played enough Tetsuya to know how to free tile draw when I need to. Hello, Rue. Well, given we have one complete here, I might even take a 7 if one comes up. That being said, that... No, we're not taking the Sanshikyu. With 2 Dora 5s, we are not taking a terminal Sanshikyu. Still, 7 would be lovely. 7 so as well, actually, come to that, but you know. Yes, there it is. Alright, maybe we could have got the Sanshikyu to work, but I think still, with 2 Dora 5s here, in fact, for another Door Fortress stream, I'm probably going to do that Monday. But I will let people know in the Discord at some point when I'm about to do it. I don't do forward planning very much, me, but I'll definitely do some more Door Fortress. I don't know whether I'll do the same one or whether I'll do a different fortress, but, you know, we have to continue the adventures of a lava crab that tried to burn everything down because Aegon wasn't watching. That's the story I'm going to take, and we'll go with that. And we'll see actually how patched it's been, because while I have played in bits and pieces, I haven't actually played a proper Fortress run since then, really, so... A little disappointing. If we're going to play a 9, we'll play a 9 that was discarded many, many moons ago. Fun can always be had. We just have to make allowances for the fact that other people might not let us do it. I mean, I am extremely happy to see that 8, but we'll play the South we just drew. We can risk the 8 pin if we need to. Actually, yeah, Ruby's already discarded 8 pins against it. No worries. Next week is the final, but we'll see how that goes. I'm back to near Tenpai again. We had any indication that 9 can pass, and we've got 2 8s. It's not worth me risking it for Tenpai unknown. And I can easily play the 9-man if I need to, but I would like to play this. Alright, the debate. So I've got 2 discards to make. I've got 2 safe tiles. I can play 9-man, 4-man. He has only the single Sozu discard. Sozu have been pretty much on the high end, really. Yeah, we're not going into this. I don't have enough indicators, unfortunately, Carol. I don't think it's worth me. I've had a successful dealer turn.
Note.
It was low Sozu. But yeah. Oh well, it's fine. That was a successful dealer turn. It got me out of there. Now I've just got to hold these points to the end, which means getting out of Mono's turn, getting out of Rumi's turn, getting out of Prosper's turn in that order. Because that's the way Mahjong works. I have 2 Dora in this opener, so reasonable. Yeah, Tenpai doesn't. I'm enough ahead that I don't need the Tenpai, basically. This though, we would love. Get an early free pin, free man. Yes, indeed. The right letters were used, but not the order whatsoever. Oh, that's... Okay. This is now a thing. Not worth it. I'm in the lead. Ultimately, I'm just risking points for not a lot of benefit. And sometimes in Mahjong you have to cut your losses. Besides, there are a lot of points in the middle, so it's not necessarily the best thing for me to be in the middle right in the dealer position with that going on, but who knows. Well, I don't think we're getting the dragon out of this hand, but we are Ishanten. Almost any Sozu tile. Or a dragon that is green. This is why I said almost. Wrong dragon. I mean, given the Dora value, if we... Yeah, we'll see. Nobody's shown anything major, although I imagine they're all close. But somebody's got a pair of dragons. Or they don't. Right then. We do this. We ignore that. But Mono is Ishanten or Tenpai. Might reach next turn, we'll see. Middle tile, sure.
Riichi.
ポン
That's one half of the siege trap down. And there's the reach from Mono. Oh, I think I'm second again. So I was quite content to Dharma that, but obviously I wanted to try and push people off, but yeah, that's too rewarding. Well, Mono has the lead. 10k ahead with South 2. Well, that happened. East. Yeah, but I want the win. I've got 2 safe tiles against Prospero, so we're going to play those out and just see how this goes. Mono's determined to go for this. And deals in. Riichi Chitoi. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. That gives me a shot at getting ahead of Mono, and Prospero is now ahead of Rumi. So, as Kyra mentioned, there's 2 positions. Nice early Chitoi. Alright, Dora East. We have 1. Do we get a second? Do I care enough to go for it? No, we'll play it now. There you go.
ポン
Oh, damn it! Of course he's got it. Alright. Good news is I've got a fast attack thing for this, but you know. Yeah. Right, I might Chitoi this. We'll see how things develop. Basically, what the next useful thing I draw is, or if I see a green. Because both options are definitely available here.
G
Got another 2-pin, Prospero? Stop thinking about my thoughts, sir. At this point, I was just in the process of trying to shut down a particular hand from the dealer, but
ロン正義の裁きを
as it turns out, I'm going to get into... Well, actually, how big is this? Just Mangan. Well, that puts me in the lead. So, sure. 1-2. We'll take that. Let's move on. Pretty decent opener, but... When I said pretty decent, that has just elevated it slightly. Mono calling. Pinzu Honitsu. Probably not. Okay, tiny attack. I'd love Prospero to play a 5, so right now. I'll keep that on that basis. Okay.
G.
So Chancer then. Shenanigans from Mono.
Kan.
Carnage, you say? I can work with this. Okay. Interesting. We get a free pin, we windmill. Actually, no. Screw it. We go for this. 2 players do not need free pins. Huzzah! Oh, I could have taken that. That would have been probably not better, but would have been a thing. Now, free pin safe against 2 players. We're going to stick on that as the plan, at least until we see something better. Dora South, you say, at this point in the game. Oh, that's frustrating. Five. So the 5s are walled. You have beaten the odds, sir. Okay, I'm actually ecstatic with Prospero win here. Mangan. Yeah, so one of these 2 had South. There was no way this was safe. Alright, final hand. Everybody's 7,000 behind me in an even split. So I just need 1,000 points.
Bomb.
Rumi needs a Mangan to get ahead of me, but he'll gain positions. Also, if I lose 1,000 points here, then we go into West Round, which is never fun. Dora West. Screw it.
G.
Rumi's gonna get to second at the very least. That's North Onitsu. West presumably discarded, so North on it to something. But yeah, we are in trouble here. If we don't go for a hand, I'm forced to go into a west round, unless there's a direct hit of somebody else that's going on that allows me to stay 30k, but it's going to be tricky, and I've discarded so many Sozy tiles I should have probably kept. But we've done that now, so we lean into the mistake and try to make the best of it. Getting there. This green is gonna be the death of me, but
Pong.
we carry on. Senpai might matter. Four more draws.
リーチ楽しみ G
I think we're going into the west round.
リーチがズモ全部ちょうだい
Reaching one. Okay, welcome to Sudden Death. I am the dealer. I still need 1,000 points. Being the dealer does not matter, except that I can lose even more positions. Pair of reds. South to start. Triplet of sevens is nice. So, I mean, the hand is pretty much there. I just... Do we get this second west, or do we get this red, or do we get something that allows us to just take this?
Chi.
Screw it. We're going for this. Ishantan. Red for a single weight.
Pong.
Gonna go single on the west as well, in the hopes that nobody remembers it's the west round. And one was already played by the west player, so you know, it's gotta be a safe tile, right? Genuinely though, if we draw something that's connected to this, we'll probably get there instead, but you know. Yeah, they'll do.
Oh リーチが
Okay, hear me out. There's the nonsense answer, and there's the correct answer. Is the correct answer playing a 7-man against a live board, or is it doing this? We will never know. Unless he wins, of course, in which case we'll absolutely know. I mean, 7 and 6, we've walled off the 5s. We've done everything we can. I keep drawing east. Thank God I keep drawing easts. Oh, probably, but you know. When have I ever been able to correctly predict what Mono's going to throw at any given night, though? Oh, this is... What are my options here? Both abysmal. Let's go. I'm dealer, but I think I've got enough of a point gap that I've definitely finished second. Well, at least my decision was correct against Mono. Not necessarily correct against everybody else, but you know. Yeah. We'd have stuck with West, we'd have managed that. But hey, I gained 20 points back, so I think that means I'm ahead by about... by a few. I don't know. Was 7 going to deal in, though? That's the thing. In fact, I'm going to find that out. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to find that out. G-log, dealing tile. Right, to do show hands. What was... Yeah, I want West. We're in South here. Oh, wait, am I going to wait? Am I seriously going to wait all the time for this? Hold on. That was watched. Should be in the log. I mean, fair, you can probably tell me quicker than I actually worked this out, but you know, I have to work this out. Maybe? No. No, it definitely wasn't a 7-man wait. But it was still fun, so we did that. It's all good. It's all good. We'll leave it there. Alright. Alright, I'm going to call that a stream. Thanks for joining us. Next week is going to be the finale, where I have a very, very narrow point lead over Rumi, which I only know about from the games today. And we'll see how that goes. Historically, I am terrible at the final night, so we'll see. Will Rumi be the champion? Probably. Will Legius be around to be the champion? Maybe. We shall see. Spiciest final. I mean, the spiciest final was when I lost a Viking by 1 point. And given that I was miles ahead going into that event, losing my 1 point at the end was just the only correct way it could have ended. But hey, I will catch people later. Until then.